You know, so we definitely get this shit rocking right here.
So you can either hold it or you can just talk from there.
Cut that bitch on the front.
So y'all lean into it?
No, you don't have to.
Go ahead and spit that shit. Go ahead and spit that ABCD.
Just another motherfucking guy.
Okay. Welcome to the A. You know what I'm saying?
Put me on the track.
On the spin night.
KARIS on the track.
Man, welcome back to the A, man. It's been a minute, bro.
It has been a minute, bro. What, like, at least about 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah, 2 weeks, bro. I've been in San Francisco, man. You've been in Chicago, man. So I know most of our viewers been like, man, what's going on, man? They've been knocking episodes out, but ain't shit.
And they just disappeared. You know what I'm saying,
bro? Man, before we got a special guest in the building,
our
bro.
First guest.
Yes, before we get into it, man, we got some stuff to touch on, man. Like news related. One thing, man, I wanted to touch on. Damn, people phone going on shit. One thing I wanted to touch on, man, during the 4th of July episode, but I completely forgot, is there were some laws that were passed in the state of Georgia, man, starting July 1st that a lot of people don't know of. A lot of new laws, man. That's why it's so important to focus on who you elect in the office, man, because it's some random random laws that got passed that a lot of people don't know of, man. So, I mean, it's a lot of them, man. So I'm just gonna touch on like just a few of them, man. So one is like let's touch on like the driving laws, man. So this bill called the HB 466, it allows.
First off, before you get into that,
okay.
Cause we just got our guest just sitting here holding the mic
I mean,
like a crazy. But she probably gonna give her little two cent too, and then people gonna be like, "Who the hell that is sitting there? That little pretty girl."
Hey, my bad, bro. I was gonna throw her in the end, but
I mean, so
you want to throw her in now?
Hey, look, man, just throw her in right now, so so she won't be looking like that.
Hey, man, well, let me give the introduction, man. So, you know what I'm saying? This is a little cousin, man, but, it's more than that, man. You know, she's a college student, man, here at the A, at one of the most famous,
delicious,
the illustrious HBCUs here in LA, man.
Clark Atlanta
University. The only university in the AUC. Thank you.
Feel me?
Let's go. She got her own hairline, man, own business, man. So
amazing energy. Every time I'm at one of the family events and she come through, you know what I'm saying? She just steal the show. You know, she just walking in that thing.
Yeah.
You feel me? Yeah. So yeah, man. Go ahead and introduce me. Yeah, man.
Man, so the one and only, man, KARIS, man, is in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout yourself out, shout your Instagram, everything.
Okay, hey y'all, I'm KARIS. I'm not gonna say my last name because that's too much information. But y'all can follow me on Instagram. My main page is @_KAYLORE, and my business page is _KAYLORE. Okay. So technically it's the same. One just got 2 underscores, the other one got 1 underscore. So either both pop up when you type it in.
So and any lady, because I already know if you coming to Atlanta or if you already in Atlanta and you looking for a style, somebody that's gonna do your hair, that's gonna have you looking phenomenal.
Nice.
Y'all holler at KARIS. Yeah. She young, she energetic, and she bought her paper.
And the business name is
K-Lore.
K-Lore. Yeah, man. So y'all look on Instagram, man. K-Lore.
Tell me to get it right.
Yeah, man, because I am fucking up.
I'm
fucking up the family business.
It's all okay, right?
But yeah, man, you want that lace front laid nice, man. You don't want that shit slipping off. You don't want it looking tacky. Come see KARIS, man. She'll get you right, man.
She gonna have you
know
right.
What I'm saying?
She gonna have me right. She hooked me up. Right there. Look at y'all see what I'm working with.
You go.
Hey, she got there. She on point.
Exactly. You go from looking trash to
cash.
To cash. Quick.
Go from trash to cash.
In one night, you know what I'm saying? So, and you know, the fact that she's a young entrepreneur doing it, man, is even more praise to it, man. Right. It's not a lot of young people thinking that way and have that mindset to create like that, man.
Yeah, they own business. So we're gonna get into her story. Yeah. But you know, we gonna get into the old folks shit right now.
I want to hear the laws though.
Law HB 67897.
I was looking interested in
man. Just some Atlanta, just some Georgia type shit, man. I just want to touch on that. A lot of people don't know about, man. Like, you know, if you don't watch the news every day, which I don't, but shit come across my feed. You know what I'm saying? That laws been passed that. Like I said, there's so many of them, but I'm gonna just touch on like some basic ones. So there's one that's called HB 363. This bill provides protection for people 65 years and older when crimes or offensive are committed. Okay. It allows for penalties to be certain offenses. And then there's another law that's called the SB 75. This bill allows victims of stalking to end their rental lease signed by July 1st, 2021 or after. So if somebody is, by the court, is stalking you, you can eliminate your lease. You can get out your lease. That might be, you know, helpful to some people. You know what I'm saying?
I mean...
you don't want to pay, you know what I'm saying? I think somebody's talking to me.
I need to go a couple of months, stack on my little money.
Yeah. So, and then some of these laws are kind of crazy. There's one that's called the HB 693. This bill prohibits the operation of farm tractors on interstate highways. So anybody that's driving a farm tractor on the expressway, it should be common sense that you shouldn't be out there, but there's a law for that now, you know what I'm saying? Get your ass off the expressway.
You know what? That probably come from, you remember a couple of years ago when all them goddamn animals was getting loose on 285 and shit. Yeah. Motherfucking cows on the road and everything.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
I can understand. They was like, look, we done
horses,
with this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Niggas riding horses on the expressway. Only in Atlanta, man.
Yeah, only in Atlanta.
There's another bill called the HB 617. This bill allows student athletes to receive compensation for their use of their name, image, or likeness. So like I said, this is only in the A, man. This is only in Georgia. There's so many, man. Like I said, man, y'all can just Google it, man. It's so many, bro. I'm not gonna go down the line, man, because I do the podcast.
I do have a PSA.
What you got?
I do have a public service announcement.
Okay.
All right. I follow ATL Uncensored on Instagram. I know y'all motherfuckers just got vaccine.
Some of y'all.
No, some of y'all. Not everybody. I know y'all been cooped up in the house. Y'all out, the world is open. But everybody in Atlanta, can you please calm the hell down? We got so many accidents.
We do.
Niggas is shooting at each other.
Facts.
They putting the police on road chases.
Facts. Y'all
on these dirt bikes, riding up and down Moreland Avenue, wilding out, man. Please calm down, man. I'm tired of it, man.
They couldn't wait to get out, bro.
The Dodge Chargers and Challengers, they up and down the street, man. I'm sick of it. I can't get no rest, y'all.
Man, hey, that's Atlanta, bro.
You feel me?
I can't really speak on that. Niggas is crazy.
They crazy, bro. And it ain't even Atlanta people, bro. It's people from other places. Yo, it's rare. I'm the only Atlanta motherfucker in this room. Right?
Hey, you really are. I love this motherfucker. But I love it though. I love the A. I love the A.
It don't say the A.
But yeah, man. Like I said, man. Let's dig into our guest, man. KARIS is in the building. So the first question we got for you, KARIS, is you know, the welcome to the A moment. So what brought you to the A, Atlanta?
Well, my mother.
Okay.
I had no choice. My summer going into 9th grade, so I just graduated middle school. She was like, yeah, we're moving to Georgia. What? What are you talking about?
Okay.
I done been with these people since elementary school, and you're telling me high school I have to go, not only go to a new school, but I have to go to a new state. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going. So I just was not here for it. I remember, I cried the whole time. Like, why are you bringing me here?
Hey. You weren't excited though that it was like Atlanta?
I didn't know much about Atlanta.
Okay.
Like, of course you see, like, after you watch the TV show, you're like, made in Georgia. But I didn't know, like, I don't know much about it.
Right.
And then, no, it's like, as a I'm in middle school, I'm like 13, 14. You're telling me, first of all, high school is already scary enough. But my main thing was, not only am I going to a new school, but I am going to a new state. I've been with the same people since elementary school.
Facts.
You have to keep that in mind. Like, I was with the same people since elementary school. I went to private school for, I think, like, one or two years. And then, as far as, like, elementary, I was with the same people, went through middle school with them and everything. So we was all talking about, like, oh, yeah, we're going to go to Goose Creek High. We're going to go to do this and do that. And I'm like, yeah, no, you're going to Atlanta.
Shout out to Goose Creek High, you feel me?
Well, no, we're not going to shout them out because I didn't go there.
Okay.
So then we moved here. When we first moved here, we were staying with my aunt and my cousin. So me and him was going to the same school, which was kind of cool. I don't have any. I'm the oldest out of all my siblings, so it is kind of like a big brother moment. Like, anytime somebody used to mess with me, I used to just be like, "Give me a second."
Okay, so when you got here, what school was you going to? What high school?
So my 9th grade year, I went to Stone Mountain High School.
Okay, okay.
And then
no windows.
No windows.
yeah, no windows. They didn't get windows until after I left.
That's Redan too. Redan ain't got no windows either.
Then 10th through, I graduated from Towers, so 10th through 12th.
Hold on.
Shout out to Towers, baby.
Don't shout that
tight, you heard?
Hey, don't shout that out.
East side.
Hey, don't shout that. East side. Hold on, you went from Stone Mountain to Towers?
Hey,
They're going backwards. Stone Mountain is an upgrade from Towers.
And we the Titans, though.
Oh my God.
Yes, sir.
But honestly,
continue.
Honestly, I would low key disagree with that. Towers isn't as bad as people try to make it seem.
Come on now.
Of course, you have like every school got the fights, every school got the drug dealers, every school got that. Right. But it's not what you think it is. It's not like people in the school like, I'm finna shoot you in your face. Like, it's not like that. Like, half of the fights be prolonged. That was supposed to been happen. Like, y'all was supposed to fight 9th grade year and y'all just fighting 11th grade.
Goose Creek ain't got all that.
Them white people. I'm not racist. Put that out there. I'm not trying to get canceled.
Nah, they fight too.
But
they fight.
So, and then the one thing I can say about Towers has a lot of really smart students.
Speak on it.
I remember one year, like, we had the highest test scores in the county.
Come on, speak
but
on
it's
it.
like you wouldn't think like, oh, Towers had them high test scores.
She bigger, y'all.
Come on, baby.
She bigger. You know, this gonna be a new generation.
We was in there smart, dog. We was in there smart.
He was going to Towers.
Yes, sir.
And when I wasn't at Towers, but I knew about Towers. It was a murder central. It was the most gangsterish Negroes.
East side.
I mean, we had that, but I don't know. To me personally, it's just not what people make it seem like. People make it seem like if you step foot in the Towers, it's like they're gonna shoot you in your face. It's not even like that. And then half of the time,
that's how it was.
Half of the time, the dope boys and the gangsters and all that, they be the sweetest people once you meet them. Like, I was friends with all of them. All of them was the homeboys, and they was the sweet, like.
They weren't real gangsters.
Was
it real?
I'm not saying sweet, like they just like, oh my God, sis, I love you. But it just was like they gave that brotherly love. Now they was about their business, but it's like once you get to know them, it's like they have a past, and that's why they act like that. They're a product of their environment.
What did you notice that was different coming from South Carolina into Atlanta?
Everything.
Like what?
Everything. Literally everything.
Okay.
The way people talk, the way people dress, everything. It was like a culture shock.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know what a real downtown looked like until I came to Atlanta.
Okay.
In South Carolina, well, in Charleston specifically, the downtown isn't a downtown. It's like old slave houses that they made into stores.
It's a town down. It's
a sundown. It's like, so it's like when I came to Atlanta and I'm coming to the city and it's like you got these tall buildings, these big old glass buildings. It's like, oh, they got money. Then back at home, everything down there is more Jordan than Nike.
Okay.
When I came to Atlanta, it was more Gucci and Louis, and it's just like, hold on, I only got Nike money.
Right.
And like I had friends in 9th grade, you got Louis Vuitton purses, Gucci. I'm just like,
Prada shoes.
either like fake or somebody scamming. What's going on?
Was it fake or was it real?
No, some of them had real bags.
Real shit? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And then some of them had flea market bags.
285.
Yeah, 285 flea market. We talked about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it just was like everything was just like really a culture shock. But I can say, just moving to Atlanta was, it was good for me. I really appreciate my mama for doing that because she just wanted something better for me. I can really say coming here, I blossomed. Like even with just having my own business, I feel like if I was still in South Carolina, I wouldn't have a business. And even like what I'm going to school for, I feel like if I was still back at home, I wouldn't be going to school for that. I'd probably be going to school to be like a freaking teacher.
All right, so talk about that. You in Clark, Atlanta, you know, so this going on your 3rd year.
My 3rd year, yeah.
And what are you majoring in?
I'm a mass media arts major with a concentration in journalism.
Okay, so
to the people who don't know.
Yeah, to all these people out, for Nestor, because he don't know what's going on. Explain what that means.
So
concentration and
I went to college with people that did that. You know what I'm saying?
But I don't know what's
going on. So mass media is pretty much just media. Some people would say mass communications, but it's pretty much anything dealing with media, radio, TV, film, production, directing, all of that. Concentration is pretty much what in mass media you want to do. So there's a couple subfields in mass media. Mine in particular is journalism. Then you have radio, TV, and film. Then you have public relations, and I believe that's it. I think those are the only 3.
Would a podcast be considered journalism in a way?
Podcasts would be. That would fall. Not necessarily.
I mean,
broadcast maybe.
Broadcast.
Yeah. But I feel like that would fall more into the radio.
Okay.
Just because in a sense it's kind of like you're doing what the radio is doing.
Right.
Just you're not the radio.
Facts.
So I feel like that would fall under a radio subfield because, even with the streaming and the airing and as far as production wise go, all that kind of falls in the same thing with the radio. Because if somebody come to 94.5 and they do an interview, it's what they're doing.
Okay.
Facts.
It's coming from 94.5. Now, welcome today.
Now let's get into. We're gonna get into like what you're doing on campus, but let's get into. Was Clark, Atlanta your first choice, or did you visit other universities in Georgia? Because there's so many big universities in Georgia that I'm pretty sure that you had an eye on. So what was that like coming out of high school?
Honestly, when I was in high school, I wasn't looking at no schools in Georgia. I wanted to go to Howard.
Dang, God.
So I was in this program called College Aim, and we went on a college tour to some schools up north.
Oh, so you went to DC?
Mm-hmm. Toured Howard, I loved it. Only thing I wasn't really feeling the dorms because they kind of old.
You was feeling the weather though? You could
No, that's nothing I wasn't feeling. But then one thing that kind of made me fall in love with the campus was I went when they were having it was like this big thing that happened with like some money or whatever, and the students were protesting. So like as we're touring, they're protesting. I'm just like, yo, that's crazy.
Yeah,
like y'all really standing on what y'all believe in. And I just love that.
Damn.
But it just was too cold. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I'm from the South.
Right.
South Carolina be hot.
Yeah.
Georgia be hot.
Yeah, Georgia do be hot.
Then when we went, it was like windy and rainy, and I'm just like, I will literally freeze to death.
You ain't gonna want to do nothing but stay inside.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was like, I can't
protest
do it.
what?
I'm in the house with these noodles.
It's 18 degrees out there.
Then the jackets I brung jackets that fit Georgia weather. I didn't bring jackets for DC.
You didn't have no North Face or whatever.
No, I had some regular cute little jackets trying to be cute. I was freezing. So then after that, I was just like, okay, where am I gonna go? So looked into Spelman. Toured Spelman's campus. Shout out to Spelman, I love y'all.
Yeah.
However, it just wasn't for me.
Okay.
I can say that. It just didn't feel like home to me.
Okay.
and then it's just like some rules that they got, and then like how the freshman housing is set up in regards to like AC control and stuff. I just couldn't do it.
Okay.
You're gonna be in the mustard.
Yeah, we're gonna be hot. So I just couldn't do it, and then it was really expensive too. So it's like I'm really not gonna go here. Y'all super expensive, and I already don't get the homey feel.
Right.
So I had a friend who, after that, I just was like, yeah, I don't know where I'm going. I'm gonna just go somewhere. So then I started looking at Florida, FAMU.
You wasn't gonna get no work done in FAMU.
I really didn't even look into FAMU. I looked into FAMU.
Hot weather beaches.
I was thinking about going to FAMU when I was out.
I was looking at FAMU more from like, just because FAMU is like that school. They try like, that's what I was looking at FAMU, but it wasn't more so like on the major side. Yeah, if I had a friend, she was looking at Clark, so I'm like, all right, bro, I'm finna just look into it. Why not?
Okay.
Started doing my little research. I'm like, all right, you know, they're known for mass media. But at the time when I was applying to school, my major wasn't mass media. It was criminal justice. I wanted to be a lawyer. So I was looking more so towards the criminal justice program. I'm like, okay, you know, they got a little something going on.
Yeah.
But so fast forward some more. Toured the campus, loved it. It just instantly felt like home to me. Everybody on the campus was so nice. The OGs, shout out to the OGs, orientation guys.
Wow. I thought you was talking about some real gangsters.
No. Shout out to the orientation guys.
But the smile though, I caught it. The smile though. Yeah. They must have been very good-looking brothers.
No, the majority of them were females.
Right.
Yeah. But no, they were just super welcoming. Just made me feel like it was home or whatever.
Okay.
So then I applied and got accepted. Actually, fun fact, I actually only applied to one school, which was Clark, Atlanta. So if I didn't get accepted, I kind of would have been like...
Passed out.
Yeah. I got on-site accepted to a school, Bowie State. So that was kind of like my backup. If Clark didn't accept me.
Did you do that on purpose? Like, I'm only...
No, I just really didn't have any urge to.
Okay.
I was the type of student. I'm not gonna sit here and apply to 15 schools. I'm sorry. Okay. That's application fees. Not knocking anybody who did it, but I just personally was like, I'm not going to do that. I'm gonna find a school that I like. I'm gonna apply to it. If it's for me, it's for me. If it's not, well.
So let me ask you this: was it only just HBCUs for you? Or
Oh yeah,
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, how far were you trying to go? Because there's HBCUs around America. I mean, you talking about Arkansas, you know,
North Carolina,
it goes Alabama.
I did look at NCAT. Honestly, when I first was applying, I just was trying to go.
Okay.
But then, excuse me. Once I actually started getting into it, I got a little brother, so I really wasn't trying to be too far from him, because he's 9 now, but at the time I think he might have been like 7, 6. So he's he's still growing up, and I'm not trying to be 17 hours away or something, and he got something going on that I can't come to, or he got a program at school that I can't go to because I'm so far away. And then me and my mom are close too, so it's like that's all I've really known. So I'm like, I call my mom for everything. The slightest thing, Mama, how do you book a doctor's appointment? Like, I call her for everything. So I'm like, I really ain't trying to go too far. Once I actually started looking into it, so that's why Clark was kind of perfect, because it's like 20-25 minutes from my house. It's still in the area, I'm still around my friends and stuff. And then it felt like home. So that just was like, it just all fell together. And then once I actually figured out what I wanted to do as far as my major, that was even better, because Clark, Atlanta, is known for their mass media program. That is what they're known for. You have people who go to Spelman and Morehouse who will still take mass media arts classes at Clark, Atlanta, because that's what we're known for. We create creatives. That's what our school does.
So you got a skill. Your skill is in one of the #1 businesses in the world, multi-billion-dollar business, which is hair, women's hair. You did what I'm saying, and you got one of the best skills.
Yes.
A woman coming there looking crazy here.
Looking crazy.
And she go out looking like, God.
Toe up.
So, hey, man, lady, let me holler at you real quick.
She didn't wash her hair the night before.
She didn't wash it.
No stinking motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying? Come inside, KARIS got it right. So, who taught you how to do hair?
Okay. So, growing up, I have a cousin, Tiara. Shout out to Tiara.
Okay.
That's the only person who ever done my hair outside of my mama. I think I got my hair braided by the Africans one time, and I didn't like it. Tiara fixed it the next day. So that's the only person who ever done my hair. And then me and Tiara are really close too. So I call her my mom's sister, my mom's sister cousin, because we just close like that. So
how many years she got?
She grown. I think Tiara might be 30.
Oh, okay. So she goes.
Yeah, like she grown. But that just been like, that's why I say my mama's sister cousin, because it's like, one minute she my mom, the next minute she's trying to be my, that's my sister, next minute, that's my cousin.
Okay.
But just like growing up with her, used to go to the salon with her. She used to be in the house doing somebody's hair. So I kind of just always, looked at that. And I used to play with my dog baby's hair and stuff, but I never really I didn't really get into doing hair until I moved to Georgia, because it's like, this only person who's been doing my hair all my life. This is the only person I ever known to do my hair. I'm not gonna let y'all play in my head. So it was like, I'm finna just learn how to do it myself. If it was some braids or something, I got another cousin up here who used to braid my hair. So if it wasn't braids, I just was like, bro, I'm gonna just figure it out. So that's what made me start. I started off making wigs. I used to just make wigs, and then I was selling hair in high school. Backtrack. Started off making wigs. Then I started off selling lashes in high school. I think like 10th grade I was selling lashes. Then I was like, you know what? I want to add more to it. So I was selling lashes and hair, and I was still making wigs and stuff like that.
10th grade. So this like what? 2016, 2017?
It don't matter though. She trapping though. She
No,
selling lashes.
That's what I'm saying. She trapping lashes out of high school.
We selling lashes in high school, bro.
We selling Capri Sun.
Boy, that shit was not no lashes in high school back in the day.
Yeah. Then I had
Capri Suns, bro, and Kit Kats.
Yeah, you weren't making no money.
Then I have my homegirl, actually one of my really closest friends, Sadidra. She sold hair. Well, she still sells hair. She actually has her own hair shop. Like, you can go to her shop and buy hair.
She sound like she sells something.
Sadidra.
She just that name sound like.
Yeah, it's Addabang Extensions. Her store is located in Stone Mountain. You can follow the Instagram at Addabang Extensions. But she been doing it since like 16 or whatever. So that's kind of like, and then I have another friend, Bonner. He's a photographer, so he was taking pictures in high school too. So it was kind of like I had those entrepreneur people around me. So it's like, and I always had a business mindset. So it's like, hey, why not? So I started selling lashes and hair. I figured out selling hair really wasn't for me. I like doing it more than I like selling it. And then I kind of just learned, like, even with actually selling it, sometimes you're gonna lose a lot before you make a lot, because I was doing, at this time I didn't have money to buy all the hair on hand. So I would have some on hand, and then I would do drop shipping. So you order it and I would send it to you, or you order it and you come pick it up like that.
Okay.
So that just kind of got hectic, because I'm like 16, 17, don't really have a job. I'm making this, making my money off of doing what I'm doing. So it's like I can't really afford right now to put $700 into my business.
So let's slow it down a little bit. So you making a little bit of cash. Can you speak on the numbers a little bit? Like if you had to guesstimate, if you could remember.
When I was selling lashes, I'm not gonna lie. When I was selling lashes, I was making money. I'm trying to think, cause I used to get like 50 lashes. Selling them for like $10 each.
And you would sell out those lashes?
I would sell out. Like, it was like I sold out.
Damn.
It was never a time where I had lashes left over. So I can't think of like the exact amount, but that definitely was making money. Now, when it came to selling hair, I'm gonna just be 100% transparent. Sometimes I wasn't really making any money because of how I was doing it. Like, let's say I'm getting it from my vendor, and for my vendor, it's $250. But I don't want my price to be that high, so I'm like, all right, I'll just sell it to you for $350. So I'm only really making $100,
right? If
that. Because you still gotta pay for shipping and stuff. So that's kind of like where I just was like, selling hair just not for me.
You really talking dope boy lingo. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, your vendor is really your plug. You got the product for $250.
Yeah.
Let me just. So you was like a drug dealer that really couldn't sell drugs.
Right.
The hair would be the drug.
Yeah, just drugs wasn't for me.
Yeah, you was good with nickel bags with the lashes.
Just wigs and lashes.
I was better off making it. When packaging it up and trying to ship it and sell it out, it just wasn't good for me.
Okay.
So then I actually got into doing hair my 11th grade year. I had a friend at the time. Yeah, my 11th grade year high school. I had a friend at the time. We went to prom, junior prom. Her hair was ugly. Hated it. She had a closure stone. I just hated it. I was like, friend, I can't hang walk around like this. So I asked her if I could fix it, and she was like, yeah. This is my first time ever doing a closure sewing, let alone a sewing. So I'm just like, all right, we just gonna wing it. Did it. Looking back at it, it wasn't all that. But at the time, you know, it was cute for the time being.
It was better than what she had on.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we went to school, and everybody, you know, people was like, oh my God, the man's got me burping.
Oh shit. Yeah. Shout out to JJ's Fish. You know what I'm
Shout out to
saying?
JJ's on Keller Road. You get what I'm talking about? We got that little belt. You know what I'm saying? We got a laced up over here.
Yeah, we bust down some wings before the episode.
Yeah.
So went to school, and people was like, oh, you know, her hair cute. Who did your hair? She's like, oh, Karis did my hair. She's like, oh, Karis do your hair. I'm like, yeah, no. So at first I really wasn't even trying to do it. So people was asking me, I was doing it for free or whatever, just because I like doing it. And then my mama was like, yeah, you're tripping. Like, you not finna be out here just doing people's hair for free, because they'll pay somebody to do their hair. So she was like, even if you don't want to charge too much, you finna charge something, because you're not finna be having people in and out of my house using up your talent, and you're not making no money.
See, that's a real mom dude.
That's that wisdom.
And that sounds like your mama anyway. You know?
Yeah, no, I'm
like,
playing.
the crazy thing is, when you said it from the side, I could see your mama. Like, you look just like, I'm like, oh shit, that was, shit, that was
she was just not, like, she was like, you gonna charge something. So now, you know, I started charging. I mean, you know, making money or whatever. Cool. So, but I was also cheering in high school too, so I really wasn't trying to get into it too much, because, you know, I still wanted to cheer. Right. But I was doing hair, yada yada yada. Started making some money off it. Then my clientele started getting good. I think the summer right before I went to school, freshman year, that summer was booming. I was like,
what was the numbers though?
The numbers.
This nigga want the numbers so bad. God, are you fast?
I mean,
right? It's gonna be people that's watching. They got an entrepreneurial spirit. They might want, you know.
But everybody's numbers gonna be different though. I'm just saying, everybody's numbers gonna be different though, because it depends on your prices. If we just being honest, my prices wasn't $200.
What was your numbers? Don't care about nobody.
Oh my God, you were so
man, tell them to go to the Instagram and the website. You know what I'm saying? They can get the
but
numbers.
The thing
I'm
is,
just talking about for that summer, like when she really was.
I don't remember the numbers. Like, you have to remember, I turned 18. I'm like 17, so I'm getting money, spending money, which isn't smart. I don't recommend doing that. But
well, you know, when she told me she had shoe boxes full of money up under the bed, bro, I said, you are living the life of a trap star.
When you told me that, I was like, shit, dope boy.
But no, that's how I used to save my money though, because I'm the type of person, if the money's on my card, I'm gonna spend it.
Okay.
Because I don't know, it's something about me with digital money. It don't bother me.
That's everybody.
It don't bother me until
That's
I go check my bank account.
Yeah.
But with cash, I don't really like spending cash, because I don't like getting back change and ones and fives. I don't like all that.
That's that millennial shit. Cause boy, you give me, I'm spending it.
Facts.
So when I used to pay me, I had two different payments, either cash or Cash App. So all the money that I used to get on my Cash App was the money I used to spend. The money I used to get in cash was the money I used to save.
And it was people giving you cash.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like, you know, you can make, let's say, $150 in cash, but then you get $250 on Cash App. So the $150 I'm gonna save it, the $250 I'm gonna spend it. But that's how you do. Even now, I ain't gonna say that. But yeah, I can't say too much.
Right.
But that's how I used to save my money. It's just saving the cash, spending digital. But yeah, that's really how I got into hair.
Alright, look. So you getting the $250. What you copy?
I have a problem. I like to online shop. I like shoes. I like bags. I'm really girly.
So what you want?
I like hair.
You on Fashion Nova? You on Nike.com?
I'm on Pretty Little Thing. I'm on Fashion Nova. I'm at the boutique.
You on Boohoo?
I don't like Boohoo.
You don't like Boohoo? Fuck Boohoo. Fuck Boohoo. They be out.
You got the Boohoo man?
I don't
know. Like Boohoo, like I'll go on the site, but it just don't be nothing that make me like. But Pretty Little Thing, they can take my money. And then, so yeah, or like I'll go buy a wig. Go buy, you know, I like hair, so I'll go buy a wig. That's $250, $350 right there. Shit. So now I'm a little money gone, but I got a new wig.
Damn, that's an outfit, shoes.
Yeah, how long that wig last?
Lunch.
I mean, it just depends. Like, okay, with wigs, the hair itself can last you maybe about a year, depending if you get good quality hair. But the actual frontal or the closure, you're gonna have to replace that after a while because the lace gonna start getting old. So you just gotta replace it. But if you don't know how to replace it, then you know the wig gonna need track. But I know how to replace it.
Alright, so for all the men listening, you know what I'm saying, and for Nesta, what is the closure?
Oh, okay, Nesta.
Because I know it.
They're trying to play me.
Because he don't know what the fuck going on.
Okay.
My wife don't do that.
So a closure is a piece of lace. You have a 4x4 and a 5x5.
Okay.
So this piece, okay, let's just
show how you hook me up.
Okay, so let's just say this piece right here, right? It'll be lace from here to here.
Okay.
That's a closure.
Okay.
If you have lace from ear to ear, that's a front.
Okay.
That's the difference.
Okay. I'm seeing a lot of these motherfuckers with closures.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
closures are cheaper.
Bro,
closures are cheaper. Okay.
But here's the crazy thing, bro. There's a such thing as man wigs now.
Yeah, they are.
What?
Yeah,
but like
there's
people have
barbers.
alopecia, or if you just want a wig and you can't grow no hair.
There's barbers out here that do man wigs. They'll put like she said, they'll put the glue on there. You know what I'm saying? Put the thing on there.
You get you a wig.
Bam, bam, bam.
You know what barbershop?
Now, I don't know no barbershop in the A, but it is a known thing. It's more expensive than the regular cut. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, you gonna drop some money on that man wig.
Facts.
Don't get my fade back.
But let me touch on that, man. Since you went into like this, this entrepreneurship in high school, which is not the norm, man. Like you said, man. Back in our days in high school, people were our entrepreneurs back in the day were the candy men. Mm-hmm. They were selling the Capri Suns, Snickers at their lockers, and whatever. But nobody went selling no wigs and lashes and stuff like that. But I'm gonna just piggyback on this, man. Like, I don't really know, you my cousin, you my cousin, but I don't really know like your personal life. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And for me, just looking from the outside, when I see you and we're around each other, like family functions, I get this vibe, and this is just me. I get this vibe from you of being an entrepreneur. I don't see you. When you graduate from college, your undergrad, I feel like you're going to go into graduate school quickly because, to me, you're an entrepreneur at heart. Like, mm-hmm. I feel like KARIS is going to have her own boutique or have multiple boutiques.
That's the goal.
That's what I see when I look at you.
I mean, let me take that back. Let me humble myself. If I have to work for somebody to get to where I want to be,
facts,
I will do that. But my overall goal is to not have to work for anybody. I want my own company.
Love it.
I honestly, being 100% transparent, I don't want to do hair for the rest of my life. After I graduate, I really don't plan on doing hair. I just want to. I mean, I'll do it for a little bit, but I want to get a shop, and I just want to have people in the shop. And if I come in to do hair, I do hair. But that's not the main goal. Just because I have bigger aspirations.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't want to work for my. But that's just all the time. I only had one job in my whole life.
I just see that though. I see you.
I worked at Wendy's. By Towers.
Oh, the Wendy's on Cover.
Oh, hell no.
Yes, sir.
Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. You work there? Oh, my God.
That's Wendy's in town.
You heard that? Boy, you sound like the best Wendy's in town. I swear.
Eastside, you heard me?
It's not dope. Nigga, bro. Oh, hell
that's
no.
Eastside, boy.
But
That's
yeah,
Eastside.
How long you worked there?
Not long. I worked there for like 2-3 months tops.
Hey, Eastside?
The reason why I quit.
3 hours, because I would have walked out when I walked in.
No, the reason why I quit is for multiple reasons. One, like I said, I cheered in high school, so they wasn't really trying to be flexible with my schedule. Like, I would get out of practice 3:40. They got me on the schedule for 3:45. How?
Damn.
We still gotta, talk after practice. I still gotta change, put my work clothes on, walk to the Wendy's.
Fact.
There's no way I'm gonna be there at 3:45. Then y'all wanna penalize me for when I'm late. Then they had me messed up when they told me I had to work on my birthday. My birthday is a national holiday.
Come on, bro.
K-Lord Day. I'm not working on that day. Y'all think I'm gonna come on my birthday? And then the icing on the cake for me was I had a panic attack one day because I just was overwhelmed with senior year. The job was irritating me. I just had a lot going on, and I was telling them, I was at the register. I'll never forget. At the register, I'm like, y'all, I don't feel good. Can I please go sit down? Yeah. They just totally ignored me. I'm like, no, y'all, I really don't feel good. I feel like I'm finna pass out. And they just was not trying to hear it. So I went on break and I sat down because I didn't feel good. I sat down and I called my friend. I'm like, I don't feel good. I'm hot. I'm getting dizzy. Yada yada yada. So call my mama. He was like, call your mama. So I call my mama. She come and get me. On the way going home, I just like blacked out. My mama said she was talking to me when we got in the bathroom, because I had called my dad or just talked to my dad or something, but I didn't remember none of that. So she was talking to me and she was like, well, do you know, what did your dad say? And I'm like, what are you talking about? And she just talking to me. I'm like, Mommy, I haven't talked to him in a couple days. Like, what are you talking about? So she said I was just sitting there like a vegetable. Like, that's literally how she explained it. I was just sitting there like a vegetable. So then I think we got in the car. We got in the car and she was trying to take me to the hospital, and I just kept like passing out. Like, I would be up for a second, pass out, be up for a second, pass out, be up for a second, pass out. I think the ambulance came and they asked me my name. It was so scary to me because they asked me my name, and in my head I'm talking to them. Like, I'm literally telling them what my name is, but nothing was coming out. So it's like, they're like, what's your name? And in my head I'm like, KARIS. But I wasn't saying nothing.
Saying it, yeah.
So,
that's crazy.
Went through all of that and like went to the hospital and everything. They're just like, it's stress or whatever, and that job really was stressing me out. So I'm like, bro, I'm not finna be out here passing out and stuff for $200-$300 2 weeks.
Damn, not for the
bro, no, I can literally make that in a couple of days. Like,
damn.
So that's what really was just like, that was like, no.
Yeah, of course, when you selling out lashes and wigs in high school, bro, Wendy's is not the job for you, bro.
And then the thing was, I didn't even need a job. My mom was telling me, she was like, bro, you don't need a job. But I just always been that type of person. I like to be independent. I like to have my own money. And at the time, when I was trying to get the job, the lash business wasn't booming like how I wanted it to be. And I wanted some more money. So I'm like, okay, Mom, I'm finna get a job. And she's like, you don't need a job. I'm like, I want a job. And then I didn't want a job.
That's a different mindset in high school, bro, because it was some people that weren't even trying to work in high school, bro, at all.
I was one of them. I was one of them. Boy,
I was at Domino's slinging them pizzas, boy. That was my hustle, bro, and cutting grass in the neighborhood, bro.
Right, let me get $1.30. I was eating a big and tasty every day, boy. I ain't nobody trying to work.
I was up at the Wendy's, though, all the time.
No, I still go to the Wendy's. They be good, but you won't catch me working in there.
Hell no.
Oh, my God.
I couldn't do it.
Well, let's shift gears a little bit, man. Let's get back on the college life a little bit, because that's the current situation. Like, you ain't got to go too in deep into, like, what's your pros and cons about the HBCU and the one Clark that you go to right now?
Oh, by my HBCU?
Yes.
My pros and cons?
Yeah.
Okay, cons, I feel like, I'm always start with the bad first. I feel like this is every HBCU, though, financial aid.
That's always the number
one thing. It's a headache. It's literally a headache. But I found a trick with that is either call them in the morning or you get the direct contact for somebody in the office. And that's just the best way to do it. Like, I have a direct contact for somebody in financial aid, so I can call her directly, because trying to go through everything else, it's just too much. Or you gotta call them. They 9 o'clock. You need to be calling at 8:30. You just be on hold.
Damn.
Another con. I would say this not really a con about the school, but I would say I don't really like how Clark Atlanta doesn't really get the attention that they deserve. Because everything is always Morehouse and Spelman, but Clark Atlanta has the creatives. Y'all come to our campus to use our creativity, to use our abilities to do this. Y'all cross-register. Y'all go to, and don't get me wrong, because it's not everybody, but you'll have people who will go to Morehouse and Spelman just for the name, but then you're taking all your classes at Clark. Yeah. Or it's like when all these celebrities come into the AUC, Atlanta University Center, for people that know.
Right.
It's like y'all giving all these millions of $100s to Spelman and Morehouse, but it's like we like the stepchild, and I don't really like that.
Facts.
Yeah, Clark Atlanta like that middle child, like
Morris Brown.
Oh damn. Morris Brown is the feet of RP, man. We miss Morris Brown.
No, they coming back though. They got their accreditation back.
Oh, they coming back?
Yeah, they got their accreditation back there. Accepting students, actually.
I asked you that, man, because my wife went her graduate program through Clark Atlanta, and she's had some. She don't even mention it. She don't even. It's a lot of things she don't like about Clark, Atlanta.
I feel like to each his own though. Like, it could be some people like Clark who hate Clark. It can be some people like Spelman who hate Spelman.
Facts.
I feel like, honestly, it's what you make of it. There's good and bad to everything, and you just have to embrace the bad with the good.
I love it.
Like, that's just honestly what it is. And one thing I can say I do love about my school is that it feels like a family. It really does feel like a big family.
Is it 99% black or is it 100% black? Like,
It's
how
not
black is Clark
100%
Atlanta?
black. You know, we do have some Hispanics. Well, not some. I think I've seen like one or two.
Okay.
I think we had a Caucasian student. He was on the basketball team. He was tall though.
How the hell he get on?
Yeah,
He's on basketball team.
basketball team.
Yeah.
So your college is 97% black.
Yeah, it's black. It's a black school that do black things with black people. That's why I love our school, because we black be black.
Okay.
We don't get no. It's black. Like, and that's what I'm saying. I just love the family, how it feels like a family. Like, one thing about Clark Atlanta, we would talk about each other, but you ain't finna talk about us.
Right.
The minute you open your mouth to say Clark Atlanta this, you don't know nothing because you don't attend it.
Yeah, okay. I love that. I love that.
You don't go to my school. That's like with your sibling. You can say your sibling ugly or bum, got dirty drawers, ain't washed in 3 days.
Facts.
But as soon as John say your sibling ugly, got dirty drawers, ain't washed in 3 days.
We throwing hands, cuz.
Yeah, I can see that with y'all, because y'all was like really showing love to towels, both of y'all. Like, y'all was
all
really
day,
sticking
brother.
up. Like,
Brother.
you can't talk about towels.
Because you can't, because you didn't go there.
East side.
I feel like if you don't go there, then shut up.
I love
Because
it.
you don't really have a authentic opinion. You have an opinion based off of what you see, not what you know.
Yeah, I just got an opinion of almost getting shot at. So I kind of like, you know what I'm saying?
We gonna even shift gears even further. So, given we talk about Atlanta, talk about Clark Atlanta. Now, what's your opinion or what's your idea of the dating scene in Atlanta and even at HBCU, like at Clark?
Well, at Clark, our male to female ratio is very low.
What you mean by that?
For one boy, you may have 7 girls.
Oh, yeah, that's Atlanta period.
So they have.
And this is like girls. You notice girls from all over other states, or just.
Yeah, like, okay, at our school, we have girls from all over, you have different body types, different sizes. So for the males, it's a playground. It's a playground. And it's like how my school is set up. You done seen these, if you don't know him by name, you done seen him before, because it's really not that much males.
Right.
So it's like, it's a playground. You could always head over to Morehouse. But just living in today's time, you have to.
You saw the smile, though. Yeah.
Look what she about to say after that.
I'm coming with it.
We love a Morehouse man. We love a Morehouse man. However, you just have to make sure that this Morehouse man likes you.
Right. That's the political correct.
Right. We follow you.
Okay, you follow what I'm
doing.
Yeah.
For all of you who don't know,
just make sure he like your type.
Facts.
Don't make sure y'all ain't liking the same type of people.
We got you.
So that's just, and I feel like that's even Atlanta. Period.
Oh, we from Atlanta, so we know.
You have to make sure.
Is some of that at Morehouse though?
Yeah. Are you crazy? But it's also, I mean, you have the ones who are really open and very expressive.
Okay.
And then you have, you do have masculine gays. So I done seen some fine brothers. I'm like, man, this boy fine.
Yeah.
But then when I'm talking to the, talking through the grapevine, it's like, nah, baby, he don't like you. He don't like what you got. And I'm just like, oh.
He wasn't even looking at you for real.
No, he was looking at who you was standing next to.
Facts.
He was looking past you. He gonna come to you, hey sis, hey. That's how he gonna do.
When your cousin dropped you off that day after your podcast, they were looking at him.
Yeah. So but I feel like even just with Atlanta and just anywhere, period, you just have to make sure that, try to make sure, because you have some people they just not gonna say nothing. But just make sure that, you know, they like what you have, and then if they are bisexual or something, making sure that you're okay with that, because a lot of people will get themselves into situations that they're not really okay with,
Right.
just because they don't want to seem homophobic, or they don't, yeah. So just making sure that you're actually comfortable with something, because the worst thing to do is get yourself involved with somebody and get their feelings involved, and then it's like, okay, we can only be together in private.
Yeah.
Because I don't want nobody to say like, oh, your boyfriend's sweet, or your boyfriend is. So I'm only gonna talk to you in private. So it's like, if you're gonna put yourself in that situation, make sure you're comfortable with that. And then on the other side, if you are the one who's putting somebody in that situation, just be open and honest. Also dating, I recommend getting tested.
Okay.
Especially in Atlanta.
Because a lot of people, especially
For
males,
both parties.
for both parties,
Yeah.
but for males, you may have something and don't know you have something because you're not experiencing symptoms. So then you're going to give it to a female who's going to experience symptoms.
Right off back.
And now she's like, why am I itching and burning? And you like, oh no, baby, you dirty. Because I'm not itching and burning, but in reality,
I watched this morning.
you itching and burning.
I watched this thing this morning. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and it's like, nah, Brody, when the last time you got checked?
Right.
And he like, December, baby, it's July.
Check this out. This like in the same field. So, how you feel about a black man dating outside of the race?
Like if you
Preferably a white woman.
If you see a brother, frying brother, Morris Chestnut looking.
Man, she don't like Morris Chestnut.
That's a fine man.
You saw what she just did,
That's
bro.
a fine man.
Come on, bro.
Michael
Every
B. Jordan.
woman likes
See, you see what I'm saying? You see?
6'5", Morris Chestnut looking
Okay.
brother, and then Becky walked behind him.
How I feel about interracial dating is, I have a couple things.
Okay. Come on.
There's nothing wrong with it. Just don't try to belittle the black woman because you're dating outside your race.
For sure.
Don't try to make it seem as if, like, I just don't like when anybody, male or female, dates outside their race, and now it's like, you dirty monkey.
Right.
Like, your mama black, your daddy black, you black, your sister black, your brother black.
I love that.
Like, don't do that. If you're gonna date outside your race, by all means, that's cool. And I also feel like if you're gonna date outside your race, you need to make sure that your partner is respecting black culture.
Facts.
So
She need to be protesting with me.
yeah, by all means. Like, if you're gonna date outside your race, don't.
She better be out here with me.
Get our ass whooped. If I bring you downtown Atlanta, we can jump. Oh no, the hell you did? You got us fucked up, boy.
That's my wife.
Oh my god. But no, for real, like, don't do that. Like, don't do that. Don't date outside your race. Now she feel like it's okay to belittle the black woman because you think it's okay to belittle the black woman. I feel like that's where a lot of that comes from. And not saying they don't do it on their own, because they do. But I feel like I've seen it. Like, they'll get with the white woman or Asian woman. It's like, okay, she's better than you.
Right.
And now she feels as if she's better than you because that's how her man is making her feel.
Right.
So now at this point, you're nothing to me. You're beneath me. And that's how she's going to treat you. So I feel like if you're going to date outside your race, by all means, uplift your woman, but don't try to belittle the next woman by doing that. And don't I hate the whole fantasization with these like mixed children. I don't know where this came from, but don't interracially date just to have a mixed child. Like, that's so stupid to me because you're bringing a child into this world. So don't get with this person just because you want, because you want your child to come into a world of love, not, okay, I got you pregnant, let me know my baby here. Or for a female, okay, you got me pregnant, that's all I need to know. But I'm not bringing her my family, we ain't do none of that, because if my daddy sees this black man, he gonna kill me and you.
Now, what's your flavor of love? You all kinds? Does it matter to you?
I love me a black brother.
Shout out to the brothers.
Yeah, but when you say black brother, are you talking about dark skinned brothers?
Yes,
or you
sir.
talking about brown skin? Because
There's a difference.
Because
Drake
these
looking
women is
niggas.
prejudice against
Right.
the brown kind.
I don't
Everybody love
discriminate.
this. They don't like me.
I honestly don't have like.
You ain't got no color preference.
Okay, and I don't have a color preference because I would say so many times like, oh, I want a dark skinned man, 6'2", big muscles,
Come on.
and end up with a brown skinned boy, or end up with a light skinned boy.
Yeah, that don't make no sense.
Yeah, so it's like at this point I have to say I don't have a preference. You fine.
So
honestly.
if you see an Indian looking dude and
he fine.
It's on.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Okay.
How important is it for a young woman to get fresh? Like to jump clean, like to to look good. Like
To look good.
Yeah,
I feel like when you look good, you feel good. It's a confidence thing. Honestly, I feel like once I don't know, I just feel like everybody want to look good. Like you don't want to, you always want to look presentable. That's my main thing. Even if you're going out with sweats and some sneakers, you need to look good in your sweats and your sneakers.
Okay.
Like, of course, everybody gonna have their days where they got their bonnet on, their hair ain't fixed. But when you stepping out, you need to step out. You need to present yourself. I feel like how you present yourself is how people gonna come at you.
Right.
If you present yourself well dressed, nice, carried nice, you're gonna get that in return. You're gonna have them. Yeah, you might have a millionaire walk up to you because that's how you present yourself.
Presentation is everything.
But so I just feel like when you look like I said, when you look good, you feel good. It's all a confidence thing. It's all a mind thing.
So you a young woman, so I mean I'm gonna keep it a book. You ain't really had no experience with no relationship. So what I'm getting to is
like a serious relationship.
Yeah.
I mean, she's looking like she really have. But,
I would never.
Can we get into that?
I mean, we can. I would say I can say this. If anybody who I ever talked to is watching this, sorry, not sorry.
Okay.
I don't feel like I've ever been in love. I feel like I have attachment issues, just being 100% transparent. So I feel like I would easily get attached to somebody, and that's what I thought love was, because they were giving me the attention that I wanted, that I thought I wanted. Or they were, saying the things that sounded good to me. So I can definitely say I don't think I've ever been in love, but I can definitely say I've had multiple attachments.
Have you gotten to that point in your life where you got the McDonald's menu list?
I don't.
You gotta be 6'5", you gotta be working, you gotta make $60,000, you gotta drive a car. You ain't got.
I have like things that I have things that I like in a man. But I'm 19. Correction. I'm 20. Let me stop down. September 23rd.
Okay.
I have things that I like in a man, but I feel like I can't be like, oh, you have to make this much money. I'm in college.
Right.
Like, he'll look at me like, baby, you're not making that much money.
Yeah.
Like, but I feel like, respectable, carry yourself nice, and as long you have to have some type of goal. I like business-minded men because that's just the type of woman I am. So I feel like I need to be able to discuss my business with you. If I can't discuss my business with you, we don't got to talk about it. I like somebody who can hold a conversation, like can actually hold a conversation. Not we talking for 10, 15 minutes and then it's like, all right, come on, put the movie on. No, like we can actually hold a conversation. We can talk about what's happening in the world. We can have real world conversations.
Do you have those type of conversations though? Because women say that I want somebody.
Oh no, I do. I like to talk. Like once you if you get to know me, to anybody who will be interested in dating me, once you get to know me, I like to talk. Like I like to know where your head is at. Like I said, I like a person who is business minded. So I want to know, what are your goals? Where do you see yourself in 30 years? What do you want to do after college?
In 30 years?
Not 30 years. That's OD. But where do you see yourself when we 25, 30? What is your overall goal? Like I said, well dressed. Ooh, I love when a man smells good.
I done heard that.
I'm really big into hygiene, like the nails and that fragrance, that Chanel.
Chanel no 5? What is it?
For the men.
Oh no, that Bond on 5. That Bond. That James.
Oh, it's like this.
I
got a friend, he wearing it.
And that Creed too. Creed, shout out to Creed.
So good.
Yeah, but that's your friend though.
Yeah, that's my friend.
Oh shit!
You see what I'm saying?
He's a friend, all right.
Yeah, you're a friend.
But I just love the Chanel. Like it smells so good.
Do friends exist?
What you mean?
Do male friends exist?
Yes.
Is that a real thing?
Yes, I
Like
have.
friends or friends with benefits? What we talking about?
Like
Like-
a friend?
No, I'm just saying, like, is that because you know people be saying they friends, but how you just reacted to that smell good, like.
It's
No, I said that's
Could
my.
he be a friend one day and then?
No, the reason why I say he's my friend is because like we don't date, so like I don't know. It's just, anyways. But I do believe that yes, I have male friends. Like my friend Bonner and my I call them my brothers. Bonner and Kason are my homeboys. Like I can literally, no funny stuff, Ness. Sorry,
Yeah.
I can literally get naked in front of them and nothing could happen.
Yeah, she done threw their name out there, so it's a wrap for them.
Yeah.
It's a wrap for them.
But like,
Yeah, those are literally
She ain't
friends.
throw Buddy's name, the one that. the
Like
one
you can
that
step out the
said-
shower and nothing. He
nothing.
won't even.
It's literally been times like me. Okay, like I said, I have my friends Bonner and Cindy. It's been times we all literally slept in the same bed and he didn't try nothing. Like
Let me tell you something
Yeah,
about
see,
Bonner.
we ain't.
No. Let me tell you something about Bonner.
No. Just
No,
give me your story.
No.
Give me your story.
Let me tell you something about Bonner,
Give me
because
your
I have to
story.
speak on Bonner for half. I have to speak on Bonner for half.
Give me
He
your
want both of
situation.
y'all. You gotta stop playing games with Bonner. Bonner is ready.
no.
You okay?
No. Give me your situation.
Bonner
though.
is my
You got a
bro.
home girl. You stay at her house that night.
Y'all bullshit.
Y'all drinking. Y'all done had a couple drinks. You stay over her house. You go lay down in the bed. She come lay down next to you.
Fuck
What you talking about?
Fuck a drink. She just got out the shower and her
And then she get in the bed
and
naked
what's her
with
name? What's her name?
We was not naked.
She, you in the bed?
We was all fully clothed and actually put this out here.
Hold
I know
on, what
Bonner.
kind of bed this was? It was queen?
What happened?
I think Caesar got like a queen or something.
Oh, so we close.
So this, you
But
real
Bonner
close.
slept at the
Ain't
end. He
no
slept at
king.
the bottom of the bed. He didn't like we wasn't all like
Hold
head
on,
to
y'all
head.
foot was like that motherfucker's face? Well, y'all is trifling. Hey, Bonner.
Well, what
I
you
got
doing?
you, my boy.
Well, what you
I got
doing,
you. It's gonna be one or the other.
Hey,
It's
but
gonna
what
be-
you doing in that situation though?
Who, me?
Yeah.
First off, I'm not sleeping by their feet. And if I am, then it's gonna be.
I'm sucking the You sucking toes. Yeah, cause it's on.
It's a toast for me. You already know it's a toast for me, so I'm. She gonna be like, what is this? Why
is
my
this?
feet wet?
I'm getting turned on.
Why I got this tingling feeling?
I'm
That's
naked.
because I'm here.
Yeah, my niggas out. What's happening?
We is not sleeping in the same bed. Bonner is ready for y'all.
Come on.
No, Bonner loves us and he's respectful.
Oh, he love y'all, all right. Yeah, he is respectful.
Yeah, that's how they start out.
Look, Bonner the best friend. He gonna best friend himself.
I can
too.
honestly say though, for real, I can honestly say Bonner is the reason why I have the standards I have now. And I say this because just for all jokes aside, Bonner's the type of guys I was dealing with in high school.
Okay.
And he was like, that's not how you should be treated. So he's a gentleman. So he showed me what I wanted. Like just as a friend, like not even no funny stuff.
Yeah.
Like when I'm with Bonner, I don't touch no doors. Like it's stuff like that. Like I would always talk about it, but I would never receive it.
Bonner is showing you what you want because Bonner is that.
No, Bonner is
Bonner,
no.
I'm showing you that you want me.
Yeah. I'm here. I'm here.
Look, listen, I just turned 36 in July. Okay? How old is she? Look, you see how fucked up that is? She think 36 old.
What the fuck?
No, Josh just wasn't expecting you to say 36. Like,
Nah, that's
dang,
all
y'all
I
are up there.
We are
We
not
up there,
old.
man.
When you get 36, you're going to be like, I'm really young. And it's going to be a 21-year-old that's going to be like,
I'll take it
and you're going to be like, damn.
But no, we're
You
not
remember this time?
gonna do Bonner because Bonner is
Bonner that dude. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, he is that dude.
That I'm talking as a 36-year-old. Bonner is waiting for his turn.
Yeah,
He's
waiting.
waiting.
Yeah.
No.
All he waiting is for one of y'all to just say, the rest of these motherfuckers ain't shit. Like we might as well.
I wish I
gonna
could
be
find
like,
a good man.
He gonna be like, you sure?
And then he gonna stand up. Yeah.
No, I don't see it happening.
Okay.
I don't see it happening.
I tell you.
I don't even look at Bonner like that.
Yeah, not now.
Not now.
No, I've known him since high school.
You wanna know when you gonna start looking at Bonner like that? When you dated about 5, 6, 8 shit niggas, and you gonna be like, oh, Bonner looking scrumptious.
No, I don't know.
Damn, Bonner, you.
Yeah, I'm
Bonner.
at Bonner's place. Bonner came out that shower, muscles looking tight.
He's skinny now. I know he's skinny.
No, he got a little muscle. He got a nice little body. I told him that.
Oh, he
He
do?
look nice. But I just don't look at. That's y'all problem now. Y'all don't feel like males and females. can be friends and just friends. Because that's just my friend.
Impossible.
That is literally just my friend. And like I said, with Kason too. Kason is just my friend. I would never date Kason because the stuff that Kason tells me he does, I just cannot. I cannot do it.
I don't even think male and females can be roommates.
Listen.
It only takes a few seconds.
Listen.
So y'all trying to tell me y'all ain't got no homegirl?
I'm trying to tell. I got one from high school and she married. What I'm trying to tell you.
So what you saying? So y'all just friends, right?
Yes.
So if she was to come to your house and y'all watch a movie and she comes sit in the bed next to you.
Never in life. Impressive. I would never invite you to my house because she my best friend, but I don't like her like that. She ain't coming over. She gets on my nerves.
The same thing you said about her is how I feel about Bonner.
No, you don't feel like that about Bonner. I used to be Bonner. So I'm trying to tell you. That shit, that whole shit you talking about.
Whatever.
I used to be Bonner.
He waiting.
I'm trying to tell you, boy.
He waiting.
I'm trying. But look, I used to be Bonner. A motherfucker wasn't paying me no attention, my boy. About 5, 6, 7, 8 years for everybody.
He waiting his position.
They done been through some ain't shit motherfuckers, and they come back and
now I gotta tell Bonner to watch this because
Bonner gonna be tuned and he gonna be sitting there like, damn, I'm so right. I'm so right. Damn, in his head he gonna be like, damn, how do you know me?
Yeah, I'm waiting my turn.
No, Bonner's not waiting his turn. He's been waiting for about 3, 4, 5 years now.
It don't matter. He's a patient brother.
He is that love with you.
Bonner, just don't watch this episode around your girlfriend.
He got a girlfriend?
We're not gonna get into this. We cannot get into this. We cannot get into this because that's just gonna open up a whole nother door.
Yeah, that is another door because he in the bed. He in the bed.
No.
And he gotta go. Hey, what the fuck? Hold on. Hey. Bonner in the bed with you and he got a girl?
That's a whole other topic, my boy.
Bonner, you that dude. Hold on. Bonner got a girl and he in the bed with 2 other girls?
This
nigga. But no, that was his. Okay.
We gotta interview him next.
I think so.
We do.
I gotta get in his mind.
Yeah.
I need to figure out what he's thinking because he's thinking right.
How your girl cool with you?
No, but that was his ex-girlfriend. And his ex-girlfriend was my friend.
He could have licked them toes anytime.
But okay, let me put this out there. He has a new girlfriend now. His new girlfriend, I don't think he would do that. The girlfriend that he was dating when he was in the bed with us is my friend. We've been friends since high school. She knows our relationship because she knows that we've been friends since high school. Bonner did not stay in the bed the whole night. Bonner eventually moved to the floor, and me and Sadidra was in the bed.
Cause y'all was kicking his ass off the floor. You know y'all sleep wild. You and Sadidra.
Oh Lord.
That's a crazy story right there, bro.
Oh my God.
Before he hit that, I'm gonna tell you why he hit the floor. He hit the floor because I'm okay. Boy, he was sorry.
Oh my God.
I am hard as hell.
What?
Y'all play too much. I can't wait till this come out so Bonner can watch this. Bonner, I love you. I'm so sorry.
He gonna be like, they know me.
They know me.
That one with the red hat.
Facts.
He knows me.
He knows me.
I used to be
know the game.
Trying to tell you.
We know the game.
Man, I had about 3, 4 girl best friends back in high school, and then leading. I'm trying to tell you, I only got one now. Only got one. That's impressive.
And you never tried. So you never tried nothing with her.
No, I ain't never tried them. But after years done went by, them other 2, 3, 4, they ain't my friends no more.
So Bonner is my Impressia. That's how you say it.
Yeah, I'm Bonner. You impressive. But Impressia gets on my like, you know what I'm saying? Impressia, she'll call me. And she'll leave me on the other line and talk to somebody for 35 minutes. I be cussing her ass off, hang up the phone. She be getting on my nerves.
My name's like my brother. That's my brother.
It got to the point where people were thinking I was, you know what I'm saying?
Why they was thinking that, John?
Because the way she talked about me.
Right.
I was on the phone with Josh. I asked Josh about my outfit. They were like, Josh is
gotta be good.
Josh
he
ain't.
Y'all play too much.
Facts.
Y'all play too much.
That real talk, man. Shout out to Bonner, man. Hey, Bonner, look, I can't wait to meet you, my boy. You know what I'm saying? You's a real
I need
one.
to pick that brain, bro.
Yeah, you's a real one. I ain't got nothing to say about Kason because he doing weird shit. He masturbating behind the couch.
Kason did not do no stuff like that.
You just said he was doing weird stuff.
No, I said I would never date Kason because Kason is he's a man whore. I can't do it. Like, he's a lover boy. So, as my brother, he vents to me, and I love you, but I couldn't be them.
Why
That's
you
what
don't like Loverboy?
What I mean by lover boy is he's a lover boy who likes to make love. You get what I'm saying, Josh?
Yeah, he like fuck. Man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. Nothing's wrong with that at all.
Man, shout out to the one and only man, KARIS, man, that coming through, man, and blessing this podcast, man. So shout out your Instagram and shout out your business.
Oh, you supposed to be
Once
like cutting it
again.
off?
Yeah.
Oh, you cutting it off?
Yeah, where we at?
So we had an hour.
Oh.
You see how he just interrupted, man? We weren't done with shit yet,
I
boy.
guess I thought we were done. Well,
I mean, we can go for about 15 more minutes or something like that. Like, he just,
Josh
like,
said he got one question.
Okay.
He want to talk.
man, we done got in there. I'm trying to, look, this is what I want to find. Okay, so, yeah,
Hey, you might want to cut that part out there.
No, we gonna keep it in there.
Oh, okay, wow,
Keep it in there so they can see how crazy your cousin is. I don't know what the fuck you got going
That's
on.
all right. We didn't even end on a note about me. We ended off on a note about my friends.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we supposed to be ending on her. You
We
know,
did, but we went down this rabbit hole for no reason. You heard
Yeah,
me?
we did, and it's Josh's fault.
Yeah,
We went down this rabbit hole
exactly.
because Josh wanted to keep digging into it. I kept
Right.
saying, "Okay, Josh."
Bonner is
Dig
the man.
it.
But check this out. Okay, so at this particular time, you are single. Jesus.
You know what I'm saying? See, that's why I try to.
That's why we're supposed to keep going because the juice is coming.
Yes, I'm single.
Okay, but why the smile?